Alright, what's going on, everyone? Capenna's here. It's here. I am recording this. I was home today. I'm recording this like 20 minutes after the update went live. 20 minutes or something. I don't know. It's been a while. We're fresh. Also scary to record this early after an update because you don't know how stable things are. But before we open these, be sure, if you haven't already, to go to the store, which is taking a long time to load. Oh yeah, we got all kinds of new stuff. Yeah, whatever. Go up here to the redeem code box. If you're playing on mobile, you can go to the Wizards website and log into your account to claim codes. And I don't know what the code is. I'm just gonna guess that it's Play Capenna. That's not it. It's not Play Capenna. Okay, is it Play CPN? It is not Play CPN. Uh-oh. I'm looking at another window here. The expansion code is SNC. Play SNC. There it is. Alright, so it's Play SNC. For 3 free packs of New Capenna. That's for everybody. For 3 packs. Go get your packs in the store. So we are going to be opening 59. Oh, we need to buy 10 more. I'm not going to buy 10 more. 59 packs plus these 5. They gave us some extra Mythic packs. Should we open these first? I feel like we should open these first. Let's just open all. Why not? I never clicked the open all button. I'm going to open these first. Cool. Why doesn't this say new? I don't have any cards. Oh, because I got 2 of them, so it doesn't say new or first. Interesting. This card looks crazy. I'm opening these first, potentially to lower my chances of opening Mythic so I can open more of the lands, because I think the lands are what I want most. So let's just get opening. I have not really followed spoilers much at all, so I have no clue what this does. It gets shield counters, but I think we're mostly looking for the lands. That charm is also pretty good. And I don't know, if anything sticks out to me, like this looks good. Draw X, lose X. I guess copying that is kind of scary. And casualty 3 is kind of high. But yeah, I don't know what's good. I don't know what's playable. I haven't really followed spoilers. I mean, I haven't avoided them. This looks good. I've seen this. 3 mana, 6/4 menace. When it attacks, defending player may have you draw a card, untap it, and remove it from combat. Seems really good. And like a black control, black aggro type of thing. Where you're mostly just drawing cards, right? 3 mana, draw a card every turn. But if it hits, even better. Soul of Emancipation. That's a big thing. I don't know what that does, but it's big. So that's cool. So yeah, I don't know. How you guys, wow, we got a duplicate already. How you guys feeling about this set? I feel like I'm kind of so on it. I don't know. It's a Horde Hauler. I feel like I don't hate the mob theme necessarily. Like Omnixilus and the pinstripe pants doesn't bother me at all. This card looks cool too. It reanimates something. It can't attack or block, but I mean you get the card. And then if the specialist dies, then it can attack or block. So that seems pretty cool. I don't mind the mob gangster thing. That's fine. I kind of feel like I don't know. It's like it's not very. What's the words I'm looking for? It doesn't feel like they gave it a lot of depth. It feels very like on the nose, right? Like very like here's a like the limousine and the getaway car. It's just like I don't know. It feels like a little. I don't want to say lazy. That's unfair, but it does feel a little superficial, I guess. The theme feels superficial. It doesn't feel like it's a well-developed magic world. It's more like, here's by the way, we got a triome or whatever they're called in this set, so that's good. Want those? Probably want at least 1 or 2 of each, at least. For Explorer mostly. Cut your losses. Have their library, and you can double it. Oh well, the second copy won't. Let's say that just ends the game. No, it's like if they had 60 cards, you'd mill 30, then the second copy would mill 15. Still really good though. Like that's kind of insane. Kind of crazy. You do need to be playing creatures in a mill deck. Workshop. This is amazing. Oh my god, I can't believe this is a card. It's Thragtusk. Thragtusk was a 5 mana 5/3. It gained 5 life, but it put a 3/3 token. This gains 3 life and puts a 4/4 token into play for the same stats. 5 mana 5/3. It has double green. This has double green in the cost. That's the only difference. And it has trample though, so it's actually better. Like, it's slightly more restrictive in the cost, but more powerful with trample in terms of the raw body. You gain 2 less life, but you get a 4/4 instead of a 3/3. And also it has the potential to blitz if that's necessary. Like, it's like a better Thragtusk. Minus the more restrictive cost of having double green, but like, that's crazy. Thragtusk is so good. It's such a cool card. So that's a thing. That's pretty cool. Jax is the troublemaker, does all kinds of stuff. More blitz, I don't know. I'm not reading the paragraphs of text in this video. The more simple ones, like this one, at the beginning of your upkeep, it deals 2 damage to you for each treasure you control. That seems awful. That seems really bad. Why would you want to do that? I mean, tapping to create a treasure token is really good, but 2 damage per treasure just killed you, doesn't it? Am I wrong? Yikes, that seems bad, unless I'm missing something. But that seems, I mean, you could sacrifice the treasures if you're gonna die, right? If it's really a problem, you just sacrifice them with the trigger on the stack. That's a bunch of text. Oh, there's just so much text. I don't want to. Don't want to read it. Not gonna read it. Nope. I refuse. I refuse. Evolving Door. Sacrifice a creature. Count the colors. Search a library for a creature card. That's exactly that many colors plus 1. Oh, okay. So if you sacrifice a 1 color creature, you can only get 2 color creatures. And then if you sacrifice that, you can only get 3 color creatures. So it's sort of a birthing pod, but very, very restrictive. Interesting though. It's kind of cool. Don't know if it's good or not, but it's certainly interesting. Depopulate. I've seen this. This is the worst Wrath of God. Like, see, the problem with this card, each player who controls a multicolored creature draws a card, then destroy it. So I think the first thought is, oh, at least if I control a multicolored creature, I'll draw a card. But you're less likely to control a multicolored creature in a control deck where you're not usually playing a lot of creatures. So I'm not sure. Kind of weird. Kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's good. I mean, it's going to depend on if there's a control deck that plays a multicolored creature naturally. This is a, what? It's a 3 mana 4/4 vigilance. That art's like, it's like Jurassic Park 2, I guess. When it enters the battlefield, search a library for basic land, put onto the battlefield tapped. That's pretty good. Can't attack or block unless you control 7 or more lands. Alright, yeah, there's been cards similar to that. And they're fine. They're perfectly okay. Did I say it couldn't attack or block? It connives. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, exile them. When it dies, sure. Probably good. Probably good with drawing and discarding stuff. Let's see. Incandescent air. This is the, what was the card called? This one. The 3 mana, I mean, there's been lots of 3 mana, 3 damage things. The Boros one. That was in Guilds of Ravnica. Why can't I remember the name? Similar to that. You put it in a token deck and it doesn't kill your tokens, which, could be really good. Could be really good, actually. Sideboard card at the very least. And those sorts of decks. Wow, that looks very much like the dude from Concept Art here. Tenacious Underdog, 2 mana, 3/2. Blitz, pay 2 life and 4. That sounds awful. You may cast it from your graveyard using its blitz ability. That's really good. Okay, so it's 2 mana, 3/2. Already great. Good for black aggro. This is the second black aggro card we've seen. And 4 mana to cast it from your graveyard, and you draw a card because it's blitzed. I don't know, it could be good. You do lose 2 life every time. But, I mean, you draw a card, right? 4 mana to draw a card is also rough, but you get the 3/2. Oh, seems good. I don't know, we'll see. I think that's worth trying at least. I think. Rare wild card, great. Fantastic. Can use those on Explorer cards, because that's all I'm really interested in right now. Arcade Bombardment, this is just a wild card. You should go read that. I'm not reading it now, but it does all kinds of stupid stuff. The stupid card. Stupid card. Corpse Explosion. I mean, that's just the classic. Classic. I played Diablo 2. I think it's a D&D thing too, but I'm familiar with Necromancers and Diablo 2. Topiary Stomper, another one. It seems okay. We'll see. 7 lands is a lot, but maybe it's not with all the ramp. Tashar, there's the getaway car. See, this just feels, here's my thought here. They're doing a mob set, so they're like, all right, we'll do a getaway car. How do we make the getaway car? Oh, it'll just be, the car. But how's it magic? It floats? Okay, what do we call it? Getaway car, right? Like, it just seems very like, there's just not, it just feels like it needs more. It's just so, it's too just like copy paste kind of, right? Does that make sense? That's my issue with a lot of this set, is it just feels so like, I don't know, it's a mob set, there's cars and gangsters and stuff, you get it, right? And it's like, yeah, but I just want it to be more, it feels poorly translated, right? That we have the theme, which is, mobs and gangsters and stuff, that's fine. And we have Magic, the card game, and then you have to translate that in, and it feels poorly translated. It feels kind of superficial. Halo Fountain has a alternate win condition. That's a thing. Cool. Forge Boss, what's that do? 4 mana, 3. As soon as I see a Rakdos card. See, like this I don't mind, right? Like the pinstripe vest. Like this is fine. I mean, yeah, I'm not too put off by this. But like the getaway car, for some reason, it just really gets me. It's like, it feels so cheese. It's cheese. That's what it is. It's schlock. Feels kind of cheap. Whenever you sacrifice one or more other creatures, oh my god, it's a Mayhem Devil. Oh, it only deals damage to opponents, and it only triggers once. I hate it. Only triggers once per turn. What a scam. Absolute scam. So disappointed. When it attacks, if you don't control a devil, create a tapped and attacking 1/1. So it only triggers if you don't have a devil already. So you can't put it in like Devil Tribal or anything. Maybe, I don't know. I'm kind of unimpressed with both those cards. They feel too restricted. I do think it's better. Hostile, look at that art. Now that is cool. That's some cool art. I like that. Up to one target creature has base power tuft. Okay, this is like the really weird removal spell. You can make one thing a 1/1, you can make another thing a 4/4. Then it deals 3 damage to each creature. So like, you can make their big creature small and your small creature big, and then, kill a creature, kill their big creature that's now a 1/1, and then attack with your small creature, which is now a 4/4 with 3 damage on it. So it's dangerous, but it's really weird. It's got lots of little hoops you can jump through. But it's a weird card. Weird card. Don't know if it's good or not. Hard to judge if it's good because it's so weird. And I don't want to read all that. It does stuff. I'm sure it's this stuff that it does. This stuff. That's cool. There's another one of those. Put shield counters. Whenever you attack a player planeswalker with one or more creatures with power 1 or less, draw a card. That's actually kind of cool. I kind of like that. But with 1/1 tokens. Did it say non-token? I don't know. Look at this this art. Like, I don't mind this kind of stuff too much. I mean, the boxing ring is kind of silly. Like, I don't mind the theme. I really don't. The theme's fine. Like, this pinstripe thing with the vest, that's, like, I don't mind any of this. It's when, like, every once in a while there's, like, a really cheap sounding translation, I guess, and it's just like, you couldn't think of something cooler? You couldn't think of something cooler than that? But, it is. I know the professor. Whoa, what's this? 2 mana, 2/1 flying trample. When it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. If you had 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield. It could be good. It's a 2 mana, 2/1 flying trample. That's already kind of okay. But then you can only draw if you have, I guess in a token deck. Maybe it's alright. I know the professor. I remember hearing him in one of his Dice to Removal podcast things, complaining about Wedding Ring. This is really cool. Riveteer's Ascendancy, awesome. Complaining about, like, Wedding Ring, or Wedding Announcement. The Crimson Vow card where it's like, it's a wedding, so we'll have a wedding announcement, and we'll have a wedding ring. And he complained that it shouldn't have been Wedding Ring, it should have been Olivia's ring, or something like that, right? Something that sounds more fantasy-ish. Wedding Ring seems just kind of simplistic, and that's how I feel about things like Getaway Car and Mysterious Limousine. It's like, make it more fantasy. Make it more fantasy. That's the problem. This is what is this? 13, 2 black, 15 mana. If your life total is less than your starting life total, This costs X less, where X is the difference. Wow, is this like that? It's like that shadow kind of. I mean, it's very different, but it's the same principle. You want to die fast. You're trying to off your own life total, so you can make this super cheap. That's kind of cool. I haven't seen this at all. It's like a shadow, right? It's a death shadow. Oh my god, it's Shadow of Mortality. I get it. Yeah, this is definitely a death shadow, a new death shadow. I mean, literally, it's a shadow. It's called Shadow of Mortality, Death Shadow. I get it. I get the reference. Very cool, actually. I don't know if that'll be good or not, but it's cool. Very cool. Sanctuary Warden. I opened one of those in my Mythic packs. The shield counters sound potentially obnoxious. We'll see how that plays out. I have a feeling that when your opponent has a big creature with a couple shield counters on it, it's just going to be like, well, that's what do I do? You can't. I guess exiling is key. Rabble rousing, hideaway 5 when it attacks. When you attack with one or more creatures, create that many 1/1s. So basically doubling your creatures, and it doesn't specify non-tokens. So if you have a board full of tokens, you then double the tokens, basically with 1/1s. Then if you control 10 or more creatures, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. That seems really good. I mean, this is like better than Felidar Retreat, right? Well, kind of. I don't know. Maybe. It seems pretty good. I think that's good. I think that's probably good. And a go wide Selesnya tokens thing. I've seen this. I don't get it. I've seen some people saying it's really good. How? First off, 4 mana, 3/3 haste, medium. When it attacks, you create a tapped treasure. That's nice. But like, it only works with creatures with haste. And if you're playing creatures with haste, then are you trying to ramp too? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I've seen some people pretty hyped about that. And I'm like, is it good? We'll see. Another one of those. There's always that one card that you open like 4 of in your 50 packs. And that looks like that's going to be the one. Jenny Faye Jetmir's second. 3 mana, 3/3. If you would create one or more tokens, you may instead create that many 2/2 green cat tokens with haste, or that many 3/1 green dog creature tokens with vigilance. That seems... So turn all your... So first off, 3 mana, 3/3. That's fine. Then turn all your 1/1 tokens into 2/2s or 3/1s. That seems fine. Seems kind of fine. Seems pretty okay. I don't think it's exceptional, but I think it's probably pretty good. Undercover Operative. That's pretty cool art. I think that's pretty cool art. 4 mana. Enters the battlefield as a copy of another creature, except it enters with a shield counter. So clone, but with the shield counter. I don't know. These shield counters, I hope they're not obnoxious. They feel like they're going to be obnoxious. I get the feeling that I'm just going to be annoyed by them. We opened... That's 3 of those, right? Because I opened 2 of those in my 5 Mythic packs. So I have 3 of a Mythic already. That's really early to be getting 3 copies of the same Mythic. There's another Mythic. Falco Spara Pact Weaver. 4 mana, 3/3 flying trample. More shield counters. You can look at the top card. Cast it by removing a counter from a creature you control. That's an interesting design. Alright. I don't know if it's good though. Sure, it gets 2 shield counters. No, it only gets 1 shield counter. And then you need a constant stream of counters to be able to cast them. I guess if the stuff you're casting puts out counters, that's fine. I guess that works. Just put a bunch of counters and then that's just always gonna... Even, well, did it say player cast? I don't know. I should... Oh, there it is! Okay, we got a full playset of that card. I don't think I ever need a playset of that card. More like a, you play like 1 or 2 in a deck type of card. Another one of those. We're getting duplicates, getting towards the end of our opening here. Starting to see a lot of the same. That's nice. That's a really sweet Explorer card right there. That's what that was. Evolving Door again. Alright, we're definitely... We get it. We get it. We're getting to the repetition now. Void Rend. Oh yes, I saw this. Destroy anything and it can't be countered. It's probably got to be played. Just gonna put that out there. I think that's gonna be played. Just a little bit. Probably. Professional... Jesus Christ, I was just about to read that as Face Sitter. It's not what it is. Our face breaker, okay. Could be the same. Look, it's a 3-mana 2/3 menace. Whenever a creature things deal combat to create treasure. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what that does. We're just gonna move on. Cool. There we go. The lands are nice. You know, because you're gonna need them regardless, and at least if you open them, you don't have to spend wild cards on them. There's another one of those. That's 3 of those. And it's like I'm going to buy. I'm not like excited for a land, right? Because they're kind of boring. But you need them. So just opening them means, you know, at least you have them now for your decks. Unlicensed Hearth. That's a hand. Oh yeah, that's a casket. And that's nice. 2 mana. Has power and toughness equal to the number of cards exiled with it. And you can tap it to exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. Is that like really good? Is that like insanely good? Wait. So this is a, you know, like these cards, right? These like exile 1 card at a time type of cards. There's no option to just wipe the graveyard though, and that's relevant. But then it just gets bigger, and it's the power types equal to the number of cards. So exile 2, it's a 2/2. Exile 2 more, it's a 4/4. Exile 2 more, it's a 6/6. I think this could be good as a sideboard card, of course. Sideboard Graveyard Hate. It's not as good as being able to wipe it all out, but also having Graveyard Hate that keeps you kind of on the offense is kind of cool. I don't know. Seems reasonable. What is that? We've opened it before. You can pay 2, but only with treasures. Oh, that seems interesting. Another one of those. It lets you cast stuff off the top and stuff. It's a whole lot of text. We got through this opening without the client crashing, so that's a successful launch. Another one of those. Give me, I don't know what I'm looking for. More lands, I guess. Wow, called it. There's another land. My first one of those. I think I want at least 1 of each. Probably 2. There's a rare wild card. Another exceptional Explorer card. Busted Explorer card right there. And another Hostile Takeover, which is just weird, but has cool art. Okay, well, there you go. That's New Capenna. How excited are you for it? Let me know what you think. And in the meantime, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.